Hello, this is Micah Lundberg. Today is Good Friday. It is Friday, April 6th, 2012. Micah, how old are you?
I'm 6 years old.
6 years old. And what are you going to...
I'm fixing up my resurrection eggs.
Can you look at the camera and tell us what you're going to be doing today?
I will be performing the show of resurrection.
Okay. Go ahead. It's all yours.
Okay. Well, will you give me a little time, please? Okay. So, number one.
What are those?
These are resurrection eggs.
Resurrection eggs.
And what does this remind us of? Well, this reminds us of the Last Supper Jesus had with his disciples.
What is it? A crouton?
Yes, it would be crouton. Thank you. Yes, it would be a rotten crouton. And what does this remind us of? Well, also, they whipped the soldiers. Well, the soldiers whipped Jesus with these little ropes. And back in the olden days, they actually had rocks and thorns stuffed in them. So whenever they whipped Jesus, it would peel his skin.
Oh.
And make him bleed a lot.
That's
And number three. Well, a dime. Well, if Jesus Iscariot told the soldiers where Jesus was, well, they would give him 30 pieces of silver.
Wow.
And Mama, actually, let me tell you at the end, that doesn't have to do the resurrection story. Well, at the end, guess what? Once Jesus had been crucified, Judas Iscariot realized that he had sinned, so he wanted to give the money back, but they didn't take the money back.
Oh, because he realized it was a mistake.
Yeah,
That's too bad. I'll bet
they didn't.
Who was it that did that, Micah?
Judas Iscariot, he realized that he did something wrong, so he wanted to pay the money back, but they wouldn't pay the money back.
I bet that made him feel bad.
Me too. And they wrapped Jesus in purple robe and said, "Hail, King of the Jews." But they weren't really worshiping him.
Were they being sarcastic?
They were mocking him and teasing him. It would be nice. Now, this is for myself.
What is it?
We
It's a
can't
thorn.
see it, honey.
It's a thorn?
Oh,
Walk it
I
up
see.
to the camera and look.
Well, yeah, we just can't see it from this far back.
Point it to the camera so the camera can see it. A little thorn, okay?
And Liam, if you would like to pass that up.
Carefully.
Oh yeah, I see it, that little thorn.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
So how
thank you.
supposed to be up thorns?
Thank you.
Yes. And this reminded us of the crown of thorns.
What is the crown of thorns?
Well, they put a crown of thorns on his head, and then they grabbed sticks and started banging it down onto his head.
Oh.
Very nice. No, it was not. Number 7 is the dangerous.
But what are you on, number 6, right?
Yeah, I'm on number 6.
Okay. It's a stick?
Yes.
What does that represent?
After he got all beaten and bruised, they forced him to carry a really, really heavy stick.
Oh.
So they wanted him to carry a really, really heavy stick after he got all beaten and bruised.
Was that the cross, you mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
He had to carry the cross?
Yes. nail.
A nail.
He was torn with nails.
What did they nail Jesus to?
Oh yeah, they nailed him to the cross.
Yeah.
That was the 7th and his. And he died. And he died on the cross.
It says, number 8 says, paper cross, Jesus hung on the cross. And it said under a sign that read, do you know what the sign said?
Hail King of the Jews.
Jesus of Nazareth. Right, the King of the
Jews.
King of the Jews. You were right.
Yeah. And guess what? Also, well, camera, hang on.
Get over there.
Oh. Okay. So, well, Mom. Well, wait. Which one was it?
You're on number 9.
Yeah. Well,
What's the egg, Micah? What's in it?
What's in the egg, buddy?
well, wasn't I telling you something? Oh yeah. Well, Pilate had it written in 3 different languages.
Oh, the sign?
And what is this dice he made of?
The dice?
Yes. They rolled the dice to get Jesus's what's it called?
Cloth or his clothes?
Yeah, to see if he was with the malefactors, and they nailed him to the cross. And well, guess what? Jesus hung there for a very long time, and he said he was thirsty, and then these Mary, they gave him a sour sponge for sour wine.
Mary didn't give him a sour sponge.
Mary and Mary Magdalene.
Oh. It says, the soldiers threw dice to divide up his clothes among themselves, which fulfilled the scripture. They filled a sponge with sour wine and put it on a stick and held it up to him to drink. Then Jesus cried out in a loud voice. What did he say?
It's sour.
Now it is
Finished.
right, it is finished, and then he died. So the soldiers gave him the sour wine.
They did.
Yeah. Stand up. I don't know. Maybe you don't have to stand up. What is that?
They wrapped him in white cloth, and next you'll get to see what happens in number 12.
Well, what did they do with them after they wrapped him in a white cloth?
They bring him to the tomb.
They did what?
They bring him to a tomb.
Yeah, those were his burial clothes.
Yes. And it was a special thing. They had a rock as big as a door and as heavy as a coal rolled over because the soldiers thought that his disciples would come and steal Jesus. So they had some soldiers guard it. But when Mary Magdalene and Mary, when they came to the tomb, guess what?
What?
The stone had been rolled away, no soldiers, folded clothes neatly. And guess what?
Empty.
He rose from the dead, and do you know why this one is empty?
Why?
The tomb was empty.
The tomb was empty because he wasn't there, right?
Yes.
It says, at dawn on Sunday, women went to the tomb. There was a great earthquake, for an angel of the Lord came down from heaven and rolled aside the stone. The angel spoke to the women. Don't be afraid, he said. I know you're looking for Jesus, who was crucified, but he isn't here, for he
Has risen from the dead.
has risen. He has risen indeed. That was a terrific story. Can you stand up and take a bow?
Good job, Micah.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter. Goodbye, Emma.